Hey everybody, it's Wes with Heritage Lawns and Irrigation, where we help homeowners with our earth-friendly fertilization and irrigation services turn embarrassing lawns into a lawn that'll make them proud. And today we're going to be talking about soil tests. Not so much do you need a soil test, as when do you need a soil test. You don't need to do one every year, but unless we got an issue that we're trying to deal with. But in general, you're going to want to do one maybe every 3 to 5 years, something like that. To try to figure out what's going on. Things don't change too fast in the soil, but there are things that are wrong sometimes, and to help us figure that out, we use a soil test. So what do I mean when I say soil test? So let's say we've got a lawn. So this lawn, maybe you can see behind me, is a shady lawn. This has got a big pin oak tree over on this side, and it's got a big maple tree over on this side. Those are prime candidates for lawns that could have pH issues. There's a lot of debris that falls out of those trees, and sometimes that affects the pH of the lawn. And all over Kansas City, we've got different lawns with different pHs, and the pH level will impact the availability of the nutrients in the lawn. So it impacts how we go about treating lawn. If we can get that soil in the right balance and the right level of nutrients for what it needs, then the turf is going to thrive and be in good shape. So how do we know that? So number one, we get a little tool like this guy here, a probe, to come in and capture a soil sample. So I'll take that, and I don't know if we can do this here in the video or not. Come in and basically push this down. Oh, I should have done this after it rained. Come in, boom, and I'll grab a soil sample from the lawn. And I'll take representative samples throughout the lawn. I'll take those and we'll put them in a bag like so, and we'll send this off to the lab for analysis to come back and say, hey, what's going on in this lawn? And then when we get back a couple days later, they email us these soil test reports that go through, and it shows, what does it show? It shows pH, it shows phosphorus, potassium, calcium levels, things like that. And it gives some recommendations on what we can do to try to get the lawn where it needs to be for the type of turf that we're working with right now. So that's what a soil test is. So when do you do one? Well, like I said, probably every 3 to 5 years you probably should have some sort of a soil test just to see where stuff is at and if it's changing. Or if you have a lawn that's not responding. So let's say we've been doing treatments for a year on this thing and it just doesn't seem to be working. Well, let's find out if there's something else going on. And then in addition to that, if we're trying to change something, so we get a lawn that comes back and let's say the pH is way out of whack, so we're going to start maybe doing sulfur treatments to try to bring it down, or maybe lime treatments to try to bring it back up, and that takes a while to do it. So every 3 years maybe we're going to want to do another soil test and make sure we're doing getting progress on it and seeing results in our treatments. So that's what we have for soil tests. Good news is, if you enroll in a new lawn care program, one of our EcoPride programs, a soil test is one of the free choices that you can choose as your free bonus service for that first year. So that's something to think about. All right, if you guys have any questions, you always reach out to us at heritagelawnkc.com or give us a call at 913-451-4664. Thanks a lot, and I will see you on the lawn.